Welcome, everybody, to your least favorite podcast. My name is Mark, and I am here with all of my friends.
Steven.
Nick.
Jake.
Welcome, everybody, to the podcast. It's another beautiful week in the neighborhood.
What
How you guys
neighborhood?
doing?
Which neighborhood is it?
I'm
It's
here.
pretty nice in my neighborhood.
Kick off your shoes, put on your sweater. Like Mr. Rogers.
It's gorgeous outside here. It's 72 degrees here, Mark. It's amazing.
Pretty chilly.
The best time to wear a striped sweater.
Is all the time.
Is it really all the time, though?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I really don't wear sweaters. So.
I was wearing these, I would call them sweaters. Jake was calling them jackets, I guess. I don't know.
There's like a big debate on whether a hoodie is a jacket or not. Or a sweatshirt, I guess.
Hoodie's
It's
a
in-
sweatshirt.
I say hoodie's a jacket.
Uh-oh.
Jackets use zippers. So there's
A
some
hoodie-
hoodies that
a
that
hoodie's
use
its own
zippers.
thing.
You have pullover jackets.
Uh-oh.
A hoodie's
We
just
got
a
different
hoodie.
opinions here.
It doesn't need to be put into its category.
What is a poncho?
A hoodie is a hooded sweatshirt by
Yep.
definition.
See, like, but whenever it's like, all right, let me grab my jacket, I'll grab a hoodie. You know,
That doesn't just because you're wrong doesn't make the definition change, Mark. You're just
Made the-
wrong.
Though, why can't they be wrong? You ever thought about that?
They get to define things. That's
No,
kind
they
of
don't. No, they
it's in the
don't. Why
name
can't
of
I
it.
define it? What makes them different from me?
Go work for them.
Nothing.
What
Nothing
is
makes
a
them
poncho?
different.
Nobody answered me.
A
it's a
poncho
jacket too. It's a rain jacket.
is a piece of plastic.
Oh, I'm talking about like from Mexico, like a poncho. They're made of fabric.
Oh, those just make you look cool.
Oh,
don't
you
know.
know, like in the old westerns. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
hat and a poncho.
No idea. What
They're
what
like
was
a-
it used for?
They're like a blanket with a hole in the center, and you can stick your head through them.
It's so you could hide your arm to draw faster.
You know, some might say that's the original form of the Snuggie.
Is that true?
I don't know. Did it
I
sound
mean, it
good?
sounds good.
I mean,
See?
they can't see your hand. I mean, he's not wrong.
See?
You can't see people's
research
hands. They could
guy.
be under there like scratching
a
their
poncho
balls.
is a garment of type originally worn in South America made of a thick piece of woolen cloth. Or
What's it
a
used?
waterproof garment in the style of a poncho worn as a raincoat.
No, what's the use of it? The other one.
Fashion.
Just fashion.
Garment.
I don't know
Interesting.
about
I mean,
that.
it's meant to keep you warm. So
So it's a jacket. There we go.
But why do people wear them in the desert?
listen, just because
Keep
you
the sun
guys
off
have
you.
a hard time remembering more than one word for things, Mark, like for some reason you guys can't remember the word fucking soda, you have to just say Coke. Like
Because
it's
that's
just
what
a problem.
it is.
It's a problem for you people down there. I don't
It's
get
just
it.
a Coke, bro. It's all
No,
What
it
do you
is.
not.
mean, you people?
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't. Why don't you fucking
Yeah,
explain
I'm
yourself,
not gonna.
buddy?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I don't. Get to
What
speaking
do you-
up.
I don't drink any of that stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. What would a ginger beer be considered?
A Coke
That's
because they're
Coke.
stupid.
That's a Coke, also.
They're just
type of
dumb.
Coke.
It's just stupid. It's stupid.
Call it by what it is. If it's a
They're
Coke,
not
it's a Coke.
Yeah,
This
If
and
it's
is
a
a
Sprite, it's a Sprite.
Yeah, it's not a fucking Coke, but you guys call it a Coke down there.
I don't say that.
That's
I call
what
a
lot of
Coke a
That's what
Coke.
Mark does.
Is he just
Fucking-
doing that to screw
It's a
with
kind
you
of
though, at this
Coke.
point?
No, that's a real thing.
Mark's
No,
just
it's a real
lying.
thing.
He doesn't
It's a
actually
real
do that.
actual
He
thing.
doesn't actually do that. I promise you. I've been to restaurants with him. He orders a drink by his name. He don't say Coke. He's lying.
So, like, if you ordered a Coke at a restaurant down there,
he
and they
doesn't
didn't
say
ask what
Coke.
type, they just brought you a Coke. Like,
Nope.
would people get mad down there for that?
No. People don't
No,
do
so
that.
here's what it actually is. It's more like saying, "Do you want a drink?" But you'll say like, "Hey, do you want a Coke?" Like, and then it's like, "Okay, what kind of Coke do you have?" And then we
I already
tell
told you I wanted a Coke.
But like, that's not. That's
No one
just not
says
what it
that.
means.
I've never once heard you say that. Why are you starting this now?
Why are you starting this down, Nick?
You're just lying, Mark.
You're
Quit
just lying.
lying, dude. You've never said
Out of-
that
out of
shit.
the people on this podcast who will lie to start an argument. That's
It's usually
debate on
me.
who that is.
But the person
I mean-
who calls out bullshit on this podcast, you're fucking lying.
What do you call like the places where they pretty much started making those things, like those types of drinks?
Sodas?
Yeah,
Pops?
and that like predates like Coke, barely, probably. I don't know, but they weren't Coke shops.
Like, isn't
Yeah.
Sprite owned by Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
So I mean, you could call it a Coke.
But they didn't. They called them soda shops.
No, that's not really like legitimate though. That'd be like saying like, okay, cool. Yeah, you know, Ford makes the Raptor, so I can just call every car the Raptor.
Yeah,
can.
yeah, you know.
You can't though, because it
That's
doesn't
a-
work like that.
That's a Raptor.
That's a Raptor.
He's gonna start doing that. Damn
I
it!
know,
Let's go get in the
This
Raptor.
is where I started.
I'm gonna start picking you guys up in my Raptor.
Mark's like, yeah, I bought a Raptor. And
What
it's a
kind of
fucking,
Raptor did you get?
A Veloster.
A Veloster. Isn't that a real car?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Veloster or whatever.
Oh,
Some guy
that's,
tried to
right.
sell me one.
That's a weird name for a car.
It's a weird car. It's one door on one side and two doors on the other side.
Actually wanted to get one.
Like
They only have 3 doors.
The technical term for like a soda or pop or something like that is a soft drink. That's the
What makes it soft?
Sugar water.
Is that mean what's a hard drink, like alcohol?
Yes.
So a soft drink is anything that's not alcohol.
pop, cool drink, fizzy drink, cola, soda, soda pop, drink, fizzy juice, lolly water, seltzer, Coke, tonic, and mineral.
Coke was on there down at the bottom.
That's
after
other terms
Bali-
that are
Bali
just
water.
no. That's other terms that are used less frequent.
Yeah, but that was in order of frequent, like how often they get used, right?
So lolly water is more popular than Coke.
I would like saying lolly water. It's not a brand.
I don't. You guys are getting misconstrued. No one says that shit out here. No one says you want some Coke. They say what
Mark
drink
is
you want.
representing all of the South
It's
right now.
lies, dude. I'm telling you. They don't. The
representing.
waitress don't come up to you at a restaurant and like, what do you want to drink? Some Coke? No, so they say, what
do say
drink do
that.
you want?
They do say that.
They
sometimes.
do not. You're such a
You
liar.
want tea? You want Coke? What do you
We're
want?
literally going out to eat Wednesday, and I'm gonna prove it to you.
You're gonna record it.
Well, to be
Ah,
fair,
we're
we're going
recording.
to a Mexican restaurant.
It doesn't matter if it's down here. It's down here, bud. And they don't say that shit.
He's gonna like get there early and be like, "Hey, could you please just ask in this way? Like, please." just
Mark's
do
gonna
that."
be, I'll give you an extra $5 on your tip if you ask that.
Slip somebody some money real quick.
Yeah, because you're just lying, and you know it's not,
I'm not
true.
lying. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
When's the
Nick.
last time you went someone where and they offered you a drink, but they said you want some Coke? When's the last time?
Last time I went to my dad's. Last time I went out to a restaurant. Last time I went anywhere down here.
He's just
It's like it was at
lying.
my house and my house.
He's
also
just
my
lying.
house.
Yeah, it's just what he does.
Hey, speaking of going out, I know a couple of you would probably feel some kind of way. At least one of you. But do you hear that Red Lobster's going bankrupt?
Not
Yeah.
here.
Oh, they're gonna be like the standout.
I doubt it. The one here sucks.
The one here on Mother's Day had an hour and a half wait, so there you go.
It's either that or McDonald's. So
Pretty popular still here. And guess what, dude? When I got to our table, right, they're like, "What drink do you want?" It was crazy.
they said Sprite. You want a Sprite? What kind of Sprite you want? What kind of Mountain Dew you thinking today?
I did get Mountain
Like
Dew.
I can give you the whole like cart buggy thing, right? Like I can understand that one.
No,
But,
that is right though. It is a buggy.
No,
It's just
but
like the thing is
the
it's-
fucking Coke thing for like if I want a Mountain Dew, I'm not gonna
You
say
say
I want a
Mountain Dew.
Coke. Yeah, you
Here-
say
here's
Mountain
the thing.
Dew.
Here's the thing: is it's taking the place of soda or pop. Like they don't say those two words.
Yeah, but you
down here.
can't because what if you want a Coke and you're like, I want a Coke, and they're like, what kind? Fucking Coke. I already said it. It's just making me say
Regular
an extra
Coke.
word. It's just making me say an extra word for no fucking reason.
Shit,
It's just
man.
like-
They're so full of shit. What
It's
says
You're
that?
full of shit.
stupid.
Shut up.
That is
What are
the
you talking
dumbest
about?
fucking thing I've ever
You're
heard in
fucking
my life.
idiot.
Like there's some
No one
stupid shit in the
says
world.
that
Yes,
But,
they
like,
do. What are you
that-
talking
that
about,
is-
Nick?
That is
That's the
next
thing.
level stupid, bro.
Nah, bro.
That's
Just don't
somebody
say
trying to
soda
be.
or pop.
That is
Bro,
somebody being
someone
next
put
level extra.
speakerphone on 3 restaurants in here in Dothan and call them right now and ask. They're not
Thing is-
going to say Coke once.
They're not going to say soda or pop. They're more likely to call everything a Coke than they are to say a soda or pop. They're not going to say, "Hey, do you want a soda?" People
They're
don't
going
say
to
that shit
ask you
down
what
here.
drink you want. That's
I mean,
it.
I mean,
yeah,
that's
I'd say
fine.
that's what they're gonna say. What drink you want?
That's fine, but like that's not the argument, Nick. The argument is soda, pop, or Coke. Like out of those words, and if it's any of those words, it's gonna be Coke. It's not gonna be soda or pop.
Saying no one just says Coke ever. Unless you
People
want
say,
just
what
a
are you
Coke.
talking about? They say that shit all the time.
I'm gonna pay attention next time. I'm gonna keep a list. I'm gonna keep a running list, and we're gonna go out to eat like multiple times a day.
Please do.
You
Alright, so
that's,
Nick, do they
hold
say
on a second.
soda or pop down here?
No. But I don't hear people ask just for Coke either. They just say what drink you want. That's it.
Which I mean, I think
if
you're
you
more
want-
thinking about like a professional restaurant like sort of thing because like yeah, that makes more sense. But like if you come over to my house, you know, and I'm like, hey, we got tea, we got Cokes, we got different things like a plural. Like I'm saying, Cokes is in plural, so we have like different kinds of Cokes.
You sound stupid.
You
do
sound
different-
stupid.
Do you have like vanilla Coke or cherry Coke or those?
I mean,
that's what I'm gonna
sometimes,
think.
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna think if you say I have different kinds of Coke.
Could be
Not that
diet?
you
could
have
be
a fucking
zero?
Well,
Sprite.
with your logic, you never asked me to go to the store to get some Coke with you ever. You've always said the drink you want. You never said that. I've lived with you.
What if I ever asked you to
You
get me
even-
drinks from the store?
We went to the Walmart plenty of times together. And every time we go for drinks, when we go down to Cupid's and shit and go into Walmart, you never say Coke.
Because I'm never going for
Right,
a
but
soda
you
or
say it in
alcohol. I'm going
general.
for,
You're
like beer. What are you
oh,
talking about?
come on.
What kind of Coors you
dude.
want?
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
okay. That's what we're doing now.
Bitch,
What
you
kind
get
of-
fucking Red Bulls, and with your logic, you should call those Coke. You ain't never said
Those are
that.
energy drinks.
No, you
Don't
can't
get-
change
Those are
all
monsters.
this.
Don't
Those
drink
are
those.
monsters. Those
What
are
kind of
monsters.
monsters you want?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What kind of
There's
monsters
no
you want?
way,
Oh, I don't really
bro.
like Monster. Well, yeah, they tell me what
No
kind of flavor you want. Then.
shot.
It's just dumb. Like it's a dumb thing to do.
We're-
He
You
doesn't.
know what?
I'm
hold on.
sorry. I mean,
No, hold on.
it's just it
You
is
know
what
where-
it is.
I was just reading. You know where it spawned from? Is Texas, and that's why it's fucking stupid. It's because it's from Texas. You guys are just following some dumb Texas thing to do. I hope you enjoy it.
Texas.
I mean, that's fine. It's an actual thing. Nick saying it's,
It's
not a thing is
stupid.
just retarded.
I
But-
know
I've
it's a
I've
thing.
never
It's
heard
dumb.
Mark
It's an
ask
actual
me.
thing.
Never once have I heard Mark ask me
We're-
for a Coke.
This
when
is
he talk about
That's
drinks.
all I'm
bringing
ever gonna
back,
say to you.
this is
from now
why
on.
I hope it
that You
is.
can understand.
I hope it is because you've never done it before.
This is
You've said you want some of my sweet tea I've made. You want some water, anything but that,
Well, I mean, I don't generally have Cokes at the house.
right? And
Very
you don't
often.
say Coke.
I mean, if I
you
had
had
Cokes
to-
at the
you had to
house, I'd
think
say,
about
"Do you
that,
want a
didn't you?
Coke?"
You had
you're
to think
so
about it to
annoying.
say it right there. It wasn't even smooth for you to say it right there.
Hey, wait.
You had to
Coke.
stop because you were gonna say something other than Coke, bro. You're full of shit. You
I'm
literally were
telling you,
gonna
dude.
say something else. You stopped. You hesitated.
No, I wasn't, dude.
Yes, you
I
did.
stopped because I'm terrible at this.
We heard you.
No, this is a segment we used to do. Remember? We're bringing it back.
This is why you're wrong.
Exactly.
See, the thing that frustrates me is Nick's just being difficult because it actually happens here. I say it all the time. People down here say it all the time. He knows it's a thing. He's just being difficult to stir shit up.
I will see you on Wednesday, dude. What are you gonna say then?
I'm gonna ask for a Coke.
I hope they
Yeah.
just bring you a Coke, dude. So bad.
Dude,
That's
I
what
hope the
you
only
chose.
thing you ever fucking drink is Coke for the rest of your life.
I mean, typically I say regular Coke. I can just get a regular Coke.
That'd be tough. You know why? Because I don't even drink like sodas, so it doesn't matter. Like other than
Yeah, like
what
I
pointed
don't
out,
normally either. That's
I gave.
I
myself
don't
one
normally
time
have it in
ago.
my house.
It's just a dumb. It's a dumb thing. It's a dumb
But-
thing.
The only time I really
Okay.
have Cokes in my house is if I'm mixing it with like alcohol.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me that like if you had a Mountain Dew for me, you would come up to me and be like, "Hey, I got a Coke for you in the fridge." You wouldn't
If
say
I
that.
had multiple soft drinks in the fridge, I would say Cokes. I say, hey, I've got Cokes in the fridge, and then I would list the specific ones that I had. Yes, that is a legitimate thing. Just anytime like somebody would say soda or pop or soft drinks, just replace that with a general Cokes. That's how that works.
I feel like that's just the problem, though. We don't order or drink enough sodas to like have concrete evidence
Listen,
one way or the other.
I sure do, and that is not.
Yeah, but whenever we go someplace, you're either getting like an energy drink for yourself, or you got something to mix with something else. But you're never just like sitting there. Like you just do it yourself. It's never like, hey, do you want something? Like you just be like, grab me one of my drinks.
There's sodas. Can you go grab me a soda out of the fridge?
You grab me the shit I bought for me. You grab me that. That's what I want. I bought it. Grab it. We're gonna have to plan. We're gonna have to like figure this out. We'll need first-hand evidence next time.
We need special guest Cupid in here because Cupid understands.
Cupid's
Cupid knows.
opinion is never valid. I hope
He would
you
just say
understand
what
that.
is.
That's
gonna
like one of the
appeal to
very
most
first
people.
things me and Cupid bonded over was
Cupid's first
Southern
question-
mannerisms.
Cupid's first
Cupid
question
ain't
would be,
fucking
"What is?"
Southern?
Cupid's from Mississippi. What are you talking about?
He
He's
lives in
Southern.
Virginia. He's a bitch.
Virginia.
Cupid's first question would just be like, "What's Jake's opinion?" And then he's gonna go the opposite of whatever my opinion is. So, like, I don't.
That's
not
what
wrong.
you do. Yeah, I wouldn't even surprise. I couldn't even. I know everything he's already gonna say before you even bring him in. If it doesn't if it can't be the opposite and annoy Jake, then it's just gonna be what can annoy the most other people. That's
Yeah.
how it's gonna be. But we'll find out. We're gonna get some evidence next time. We'll be paying attention. So that's the trouble. That's the problem. I don't usually pay attention. That's why we don't have any factual information here. But we will. So hey, how's everybody's week?
that was a lengthy conversation.
Oh, they felt some kind of way about it.
We're an opinionated group here.
I am debating just giving up my new job to have no job. I think it could work out.
Yeah.
Seems smart. Yeah.
I'll join you.
What's
There we go.
What's your wife think of that?
Doesn't matter.
She's got a job. She don't need
Yeah,
mine.
yeah. No, I mean, sure.
She don't need two jobs.
Yeah, but if she's the one with the job, you got to get her opinion on it. So
She it's the same advice that she gave when I was taking the new job. She's like, well, I trust you to do what you think is best. I was like, well, I hope you haven't grown too accustomed to eating or having a house because I'm not going to back up my decisions with anything. They could just
this
go
is
either
why
way.
you got all the camping stuff you don't use.
Exactly.
Time to
Plan
use
B. Start camping.
it. Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing when you get here, by the way. We're just
When who
camping the
gets
whole
where?
time. We're going to just take you out into the woods.
You'll never see
Bless
me.
you. One of these days we're gonna get out there. It's just been busy, and then I keep swapping jobs, so I have no freaking time off. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, you
Go
mean
for
out
it.
here, or what are you talking about?
he wasn't talking to you, I don't think.
Over
Okay.
here. Over there.
One day we will get you out here, Nick. It
No, you won't.
happen. Yeah, we will.
Not willingly.
A van's gonna roll up, kidnap you into the back.
You guys are
FedEx.
so.
I didn't even do that. Somebody's just gonna open their
Uncoordinated.
car
You
door
guys
and be
are-
like, "Hey, buddy, $3,000 cash. Get in my car." And they'll be like, "All right." I don't even know, dude. I'll get in your car and they'll hand it to you right there. And we got 3 more if you just stay in the car.
Hmm.
All we gotta do is convince your wife.
Yeah, right. but
That's the real decision.
that's not how it works around here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we'll work on it. Or is it just the place where like, we got to meet in a third like impartial location? Is it you just don't want to come here?
It's kind of just you guys. I don't want to be around.
All right, so if we ship you somewhere that we are not, that would be okay.
Yes, now we're
Gonna-
talking.
Just gonna send you like Minneapolis. Just fucking some random fucking city.
Yeah.
I keep
Up in
saying
there.
that I wanted to do like a group trip to like New Orleans or something, or like Vegas, like somewhere that'd be fun, you know?
Neither one of those sound fun.
Okay,
Both those places are pretty fun.
here we go again. It's Nick's turn. This is why you're wrong. Tell us why New Orleans isn't fun.
Too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
That's a fair point. That is a
There's
fair
people
point.
everywhere.
Boom.
You can't go anywhere now without running into people.
You starting to get why I don't go anywhere, huh?
I want to
Dude.
go to the Arctic. Probably not a lot of people down there.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'd still say I'd be fine with that cruise. I feel like that'd be a fun cruise.
See, cruises is a no go. I don't do boats or people.
You're scared of boats?
I'm not scared of a boat. I'm not getting on a boat for that long.
What if it's like a cruise though, where it's just like you're like in a hotel
No.
and they do the polar plunge where they dunk you off in the back?
No.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
doing that.
I think
don't
Mark
like
would go into
boats.
shock if you threw him into water that cold.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Boats suck.
What about like those some of them cruise ships? Like they're so big you wouldn't even notice that you're on a boat.
I know I'm on a boat.
I'll go on one of them crab fishing things where the whole thing is just rocking and you'll be like sideways. You see the videos of those where the dudes they're like standing on the walls and like hanging onto chairs and if it ain't bolted down, they get rocked and
Yeah, like the ocean in general. Anything to do with the ocean is awful.
What about submarines?
That's
No, I'm good not doing that.
to do with the
Okay,
ocean.
it
so
won't
no.
be owned by that company that visits the Titanic.
That'd
an
be the only
actual-
way I'd want to do it.
Like an actual
mean-
submarine.
I have family who are all submarine people.
I
They
know.
all tell me
That's
it's
a
a-
weird. That's a weird way
Yeah.
to say like people from the Navy.
People in the Navy?
They're all submarine.
I
people.
mean, no, like I have family that was in the Navy, and then I have family who are submarine people in the Navy.
Well, I mean, any ship could be a submarine once.
Once.
I wanted to see somebody get on one of those airships. How about that? One of those, I think they need to move back to balloon technology. I was watching all these videos where they're talking about the blimps from Fallout. And apparently that's based on a real design that they tried to use. So they have one Hindenburg, and all of a sudden they give up on it.
Yeah, they didn't give up on space travel when those blew up.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. They had...
You know what I think is odd is why we try to go to space so much, but we ain't trying to go to the bottom of the ocean.
'Cause the ocean's way harder to get to.
Well, don't people want to do hard things? Shouldn't that
I
be
mean,
the
I'm just
goal?
saying the ocean's way harder than space.
I mean, I think there are people who try that.
Well, let's
Who
get
try
to
to go
it.
deeper.
Why don't we put more focus on that instead of going to space?
There's
I
nothing
mean, what's
down
the
there.
point?
How do you
Mhm.
know there's nothing down there? We've never been down there.
I've seen all I need to see.
There's nothing in fucking space.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
things in space.
Yeah, but like, so
No,
like,
space
we
is
don't know what's in
stupid.
our ocean, but there's potentially countless oceans in space.
No
We
one
just gotta
cares.
find them.
Okay, so what are you gonna do when you get to those oceans? Just ignore them? Like
I'm gonna
you do here?
also not go into them. That's
Why don't
what
we
I
just
want.
figure out what's on our own fucking Earth first instead of we going other places? Find out what
I just-
what home is first. You know,
I just want to.
you don't live in a house, right? That you don't fucking know rooms in.
I'm not going into the basement, dude. Not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah,
I don't believe in it.
You're gonna go search all your house. You're not just gonna live in part of it.
I got like a crawl space. I don't go in there very often. I could
But
say
you've been
that'd
in
be-
there. You've been in
but
there.
I've also been in the ocean. But I haven't.
You haven't.
been,
You've
like,
been all the
exploring.
way in there, though. You've gone in every part of the crawl space.
Exactly. So we're home as
Okay.
Earth. We gotta figure it out before we start going other places. That's all I'm saying.
It kind of sucks. Let's find a better one.
We don't even know what's on this one yet.
I don't want to know what's.
Maybe there's some really cool stuff down there.
You guys are all searching for aliens in space. They're probably in the fucking ocean.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
but
they're not
they're all
aliens.
just
They're
hiding
just
down
Earth.
there.
yeah, like
They'll
it's
never,
just
They'll never come down here, dude. We're good.
They're worried we're up there. We're actually just chilling with them, idiots.
They're just earthbound creatures, and they're not aliens. It'd be like it could look like a whole nother living, sentient, like super technological race, and I'd be like, but you're from Earth? Oh, nobody cares.
Well, what
If you
other
didn't fly
fucking
down
place
from the
you
sky-
think? What other place you think's got intelligent life?
Probably
None
I
of
don't-
them.
I don't know if any of them
Exactly.
I
are.
mean, that is
Mars.
why they're trying to go to space, is to find where the
There's
other
nothing
intelligent life is.
intelligent on this planet. Moving on. But again, if it's an alien from the ocean, it's still just an earthbound creature. Like, I don't care.
You do care. You'd be
Yeah,
interested.
but then
in
they've
it.
already been here. They've been here the whole time. If they got to come from space, then
And
they're
guess why
exotic.
we don't know about it? Because we're not taking care of home. See?
Because you
we
could
need
say
to know.
fish are aliens then. Be like, that fish over there is kind of smart. It could be considered an alien then. That's why it's got to come from space. It's got to be another planet.
All I'm saying is, figure it out, ocean
How
people.
about we just drain the oceans? Then we can get a good look at it. Then we'll put the water back.
yeah,
Agreed.
you could just store it.
Big
In
vacuum,
space.
shoot it up into space.
Give space something to actually do for once.
Get
Holy
it back.
shit.
It would all just freeze into a giant fucking rock and then go back down.
At least we'll know what's under the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
We don't even know how to get to the middle of the earth, man.
Dude, you
Hell.
see that they had the Kola super deep borehole in Russia is like the deepest they've ever dug or drilled, and it's not even like a scratch in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, what's living in the middle? Lava monsters?
I like
Dinosaur.
Journey to the Center of the Earth where they got
Yeah. Dinosaurs are.
the hollow Earth theory. That's a real thing where they think that basically we're just living on the exterior shell, and there is stuff deeper in the earth, like other places you can live and other.
But we're
creatures.
trying to go to space.
Yeah, because again, if there are things in the earth, they're still just earth things.
No, man. Even if a dragon was on Earth, you'd still be like, oh shit, it's a dragon.
It's an earth dragon, though. I've seen those on the TV.
No, dude. You'd still be like, damn, it's a fucking
It's an
dragon.
Earth dragon?
You've
Like,
seen
that makes
one
it a
dragon,
little
you've
less
seen 'em all.
impressive. God.
We were driving around the other day. Actually, this was like that was another Markism right there, but because this was like a few months ago, and I remember seeing this weird ass kite, and it had like weird tentacly arms, it was just like floating. They were just flying a couple of them up there because they fly like hot air balloons and shit around here every now and then. So I was like, oh, it's a kite, but I was like, it looks like a damn alien. And I was like, if that's an alien, this is how we react to it. Be like, oh, look at that. I don't care.
So
Like,
what's the
does it
big deal
impact-
about going to
What's the
space?
Markism that you're talking about?
The other day.
Oh, the other day. Yeah,
It's like this was like months ago. It was
Yeah,
not,
that's a
in
good one.
fact, within the last few days.
Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. Proud of you with that.
That one doesn't bother me that much. I understand it, and it's funny because you can say the other day and mean like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The other
Bet
day.
you can.
That's like a whatchamacallit.
Like a Coke.
No, I've heard Mark say it the other day before.
Yeah, I say that
Yeah.
all the time.
I feel like it just became a thing after a while. We tried to have that conversation. We tried to like pull that apart and be like, well, what are you talking about if you mean the other day? Because I would just say the only thing about that is that we're saying the word day. So we're saying within like a few days.
Nope, the other day could mean 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
true.
everybody's agreed on that. Well, then we ain't going to get very much out of that one.
Yeah, no, the other day is a universal term for some previous time.
Yep.
That got like hot debate in our office though.
20 years ago.
Yeah, like the other day, Steven joined the military. He did.
Oh, I never joined. I just
was drug into it.
I just went to a pawn store one day, grabbed some clothes, showed up. They gave me some stuff.
Blacked out.
Yeah, I don't know. I never did anything. Nothing official.
I'm just saying, dude. Okay, Elon Musk, like, put your power towards finding out what's at the bottom of the ocean. He could do it, right?
You could drop Teslas down there.
Yeah.
Isn't what that one show makes fun of what James Cameron doing it?
That one show? South Park?
Future Man.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch that? Yeah, I have like a whole episode like making fun of James Cameron doing like everything.
Yeah, they did that in South Park.
Or do you think they actually know what's at the bottom of the ocean?
I
They
mean,
went
they've
down
seen
there
videos.
once and they were like, "Ooh, yeah, we ain't coming down here again."
I
I
think
think
it's
I saw
really
a documentary of
interesting.
mermaids.
Why couldn't you just send a robot down there?
The
They do.
pressure destroys it.
The
So how
problem
does
is,
how does animals and shit live down there? That's crazy, right? They have
The
to be like some
problem is-
super mutant type of shit.
they do like that. Have you ever seen the blobfish? I know the video or the pictures of it like circulate around every now and then. It looks like a big like booger basically, but they're like it only looks like that because it's designed to live in the like extreme pressure at the bottom of the ocean, and when you bring it up, it has the reversed effect of what happens to things that live at our atmosphere and go down, and basically just explodes. It just falls apart because it doesn't have the pressure pushing all of its shit together.
Can't
But
you
that's why
make-
they look like that. They don't look like that normally.
like no one like wonders what's down there. Like no one's
There's-
interested in it.
There's a lot of nothing for the most part.
How do you know?
I've watched some documentaries.
It'd be interesting to find out. I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be, but
Drain it.
I'd still rather go to space.
You ever watch the
Oh.
Mad Max movies? They say that the like deserts that separate the continents, or that separate why they don't go to other places around the world and why they just live in their little areas, is because they can't cross the deserts, which are actually just the oceans with no water in them. So I say drain them. Let's see what's down there.
How long do you think it would take to drain the ocean?
At least a week.
Just the other day, we were draining the ocean.
At
The
least
thing
a
is, you have
week.
to launch it into space. Like, where else are you gonna put all the water?
Do you think they can make a hose that reaches from the ocean to space?
A big
You just-
balloon.
You siphon it and it just shoots it straight up.
Would the water stay in? space
One of those
once
water
you shot
pumps
it up
that orbits the planet.
You think that's possible?
Well, they talked about another random thing, but they had this space elevator. It's basically like a tether. They said if you could build a structure high enough that it would just break the Earth's gravity, and it would become like basically the momentum of the Earth would hold it up into the sky, but it would have to be stupid tall, like obviously tall enough to go from the ground outside of the atmosphere.
How do you
And,
build that? Like, do you start from the ground?
Yeah, that's the trouble. Like, and we don't have materials that could withstand the forces that would be they'd be subjected to. Like it would
now this brings up another question. What if the materials are at the bottom of the ocean?
unobtainium.
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
How do you know? That could be what's down there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. One of my favorite games in BioShock, I really enjoy the idea of Rapture. Like, build the city at the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm. See?
They need to
There
make
could
that
be-
into a movie, by the way.
Like, what kind of resources are we missing out down there?
Probably just dead animal dust.
It's got to be some of the hardest material if it's not buckling under the pressure, since all of our metal can't make it down there, right? It's got to be some serious stuff.
I mean, metal makes it down there. It's just when it's got air inside of it that it doesn't really work out. Like, the Titanic is down there, and it mainly, other than the air pockets getting crushed out of it on the way down, all that stuff's just sitting down there.
I mean,
Raise
it
the
can't go
Titanic.
anywhere, can it?
What?
Said it can't go anywhere. Like, it can't be destroyed. Like, it has to be like
It'll just
material.
rust away. If that's what you meant.
Well, with that, I think we're gonna wrap up our episode. This has been your least favorite podcast. Getting heated, getting hot, getting spicy,
Talking about
Catch you
ocean
next
liners.
week. and cooling down, because then we talk about the water. Catch y'all next week.
Y'all go grab some Coke. Bye.